Good morning, boys and girls, and happy Tuesday. You know what? I had a surprise this morning. I had opened my door to talk to my neighbor for a minute, and I left it open for a little while. Well, a little bit later, I was walking in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, a bird flew out from the kitchen into the living room. I guess it had come in when my door was standing open. I was so surprised. There was a bird in my house. It took a little maneuvering, and I opened both doors, and finally it flew out. But that was quite a surprise this morning. In today's story, it's about being surprised. Let's share it here. There's a Cow in the Road by Reeves Lindbergh. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. There's a cow in the road. There's a cow in the road, and it sure is a shock when I first wake up at 7 o'clock. To hear the horns and the screech of a brake and go to the window and see, gosh sakes, there's a cow in the road. She's a big one too, browsing and on blossoms drenched with dew. Then the cow looks at me and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, there's a goat there too. There's a goat in the road at the edge of the drive as I pull on my socks at 7:05. He's got 4 white feet and fine white beard. He's a gorgeous goat, but it still seems weird. There's a goat in the road, as plain as can be, and our paper boy's hiding behind a tree. Then the cow looks at me and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, there's a sheep there too. There's a sheep in the road with her fleece all clean as I wash my face at 7:15. Don't ask me the reason. I don't have a clue. She's just standing there with the other two. There's a sheep in the road where the drive meets the grass, and there's just enough room for the cars to pass. But the cow looks at me and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, there's a horse there too. There's a horse in the road, and he's full of tricks as I comb my hair at 7:26. He's twitching his tail and tossing his mane. He's a handsome horse, but a little bit vain. There's a horse in the road all ready to go, and he doesn't look sleepy, and he doesn't look slow. Then the cow looks at me, and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, there's a goose there too. There's a goose in the road, and she's down by the tree as I grab my homework at 7:33. She's walking around and honking a lot. She's looking for something, but she won't say what. There's a goose in the road in a gray feathered gown, telling barnyard stories from all over town, and the cow looks at me, and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, there's a pig there too. There's a pig in the road at the end of the line as I gobble my toast at 7:39. He's a large pink pig with a big broad smile, and I'm going out to meet him in a very short while. There's a pig in the road, and it's easy to see that the road is a place for a kid like me. So the cow looks at me and the cow says, moo. And the next thing I know, I'm standing there too. There's a crowd in the road where there wasn't before, side by side at 7:44, the cow and the goat and the sheep and the horse and the goose and the pig and me, of course. There's a cow in the road, and it sure feels good to wait all together in our neighborhood. Why are we waiting? So we won't be late. The school bus comes at 7:45. Do you think the animals are going to get on the bus? That's funny, huh? Good job. Let's go back to stop sharing. There we go. All right. So in today's journal, right, tell me about something that surprised you. Remember, like the bird surprised me this morning in my house, and the cow surprised the girl. Tell me something that was a surprise to you. It doesn't have to be an animal. Maybe it's a different kind of surprise. Maybe your mom made cookies when you didn't know. Or maybe somebody came to visit you when you were so surprised. I'll be excited to read it, and be sure to attach it and submit it so I can see it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.